Is white privilege a reality?
Okay, I think it's greatly exaggerated.
What did you say?
I think it's greatly exaggerated. It's a reality, and I'm talking about the Australian experience.
Fascinating.
Certainly here, in the context of Aboriginal Australians, it's greatly exaggerated. It's just become something to talk about endlessly.
Marangaria, Nadu Injamara, Kulan Mine, Nadu Injamara, Marangaria, Nadu Injamara, Kulan Mine, Nadu Injamara.
And I've seen many Indigenous Australians in this country demonstrate that they're not victims of the past or the history, but only victims of their view of the past or the history.
Yeah, I think you've had your say.
Because we have many successful Indigenous Australians. One of them often sits in that seat there.
I have to find a valid excuse to leave the show.
But not tonight. And there's many more like him. So yes, I don't discount it, but we shouldn't make it bigger than what it actually is.
Yeah, I think you've had your say.
But when you
In fact, I've seen many people in universities and elsewhere with black privilege. Here in Australia, you know, they can shut down a conversation immediately just by saying, I'm offended.
what do you put that down to?
Okay, sure. Well, first of all, we shouldn't just assume that the gap is caused due to racism or white privilege.
No, but what do you put it down to?
There's many factors. So location, remoteness, and just today I've watched this clip many times between you and Stan from 8 years ago, where he spoke about in remote areas we have some tough questions.
Yeah, I think you've had your say.
I've got to ask, would it help to have an Indigenous voice that can advise Parliament and government on ways to address that?
I don't think so, because what I've just said, we all know, and we know that without this voice. And they're successful, we want to replicate that success.
Sarah, let me come back to you.
That's just not fair.